Preston, how versatile do you see the running game that you guys have with three running backs who can, bust open big plays and then throw yourself into that running game as well?
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier on us as an offense. I mean, when you can rotate three guys and get the same production out of each of them, and it's just something that defense it's hard to scheme for. And then you got me and DJ Williams out there, running the ball too, keeping it, making the defense play 11 on 11, which is tough for them. So it's just a really good scheme, and I'm excited to move forward.
You tied, I believe, a school record tonight with 4 rushing touchdowns. How, as a quarterback, and how much do you kind of enjoy that part of your game when you're able to go through those zone reads and keep it yourself? I noticed a couple of times after big runs, you getting up smiling. How much do you enjoy that aspect of your game?
I'm just here to help the team win however I can. If it's running the ball, throwing the ball, either way, I'm having fun out there just playing with the boys. So either way.
Preston, on Cortez's long run in the second quarter, you had your hands up. You thought he was going to go all the way, didn't you?
I thought he was, and he got tracked down. We all gave him a hard time about that one, but yeah, that was a nice run by him. He's really emerged for us, and it's really good to see him, and he works hard too. So I'm really proud of him.
You had your hands up pretty early on that.
It opened up that big. Yeah, the hole was pretty big. Our O-line did a great job on that, so that was great.
Preston, obviously 4 rushing touchdowns. That's not something that happens for anybody at any position very often. How do you do it? How was it just your drive? Was it the idea of all the pressure on you guys, pick to win this year? What was the driving force to get 4 rushing touchdowns today?
It was a team effort. I mean, the O-line blocked well, and a lot of times my other guys set me up for it. I mean, it's when you're that close to the end zone and you have Devontae Witherspoon in the backfield, you gotta account for that guy, and Tez and Rod too. So it was a team effort. It wasn't me. And the main thing, we got the win. So that's all that matters. However we can do it, whichever way.
Preston, from an offensive standpoint, obviously the spring is the spring. You guys have already moved forward, but how many pages of the playbook did you guys look at tonight? Moving forward, obviously things ramp up a little bit. Do you feel like maybe this was just the first page, or are you guys fixing to just scratch the surface with the offense?
We're not there yet. We have a lot to work on. We had 2 drives inside the 15-yard line that we came up with no points. That's unacceptable. We have to figure that out. Our red zone offense is something we have to figure out. It was something that we weren't great at last year in the spring, and that's something we have to fix. That's an emphasis.
Any more questions for Preston? I'll finish it out. Going back to Cortez Jones, he gets the most playing time he has in his short career here, and he rushes for 107 yards, leading the team after barely getting much any time last year. Just talk about his progression, having gone from once he got to campus to now, where he's now become a much more integral part of the offense.
Yeah, I mean, he works hard. He's a really good teammate, and he just wants the team to win. I mean, you see him. He looks like a linebacker out there walking around, and he runs like a wide receiver. So we knew in the spring that he was someone that we needed to come along. And he didn't get much time, but we saw glimpses in the spring of him developing, and it's good to see him finally get that game where he emerged, and he's found himself, and hopefully it continues to grow and he continues to be a better player. I mean, he's phenomenal, and his ceiling is so high, so I'm excited to see where he goes from here.